What's going on, everyone? Hopefully the audio is good. Let me know if I need to adjust something in the audio. I don't have my earbuds tonight, but we're gonna get through it. I'm also on an hour and a half of sleep right now, so bear with me as we get through this live. I just wanted to touch on a few things. It's been an eventful past 2 or 3 days, so we're just going to talk a little bit about, should you buy, should you hold, or should you sell? Check out the Discord. Also like this video, subscribe, join in on the chat, in the comments, all that good stuff. Also follow me on Instagram at michelle.url. I often talk a lot about crypto on there in my stories. So follow me on there if you want a little bit more of my perspective on the crypto market on a more frequent basis. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So yeah, it's been a very, very eventful past few days, right? So, really just over the past couple of months, there's just been a lot of talk about, are we going into a bear market? Is this reaccumulation? What's really going on here? And of course, we have a lot of new retail investors who this is making them a little nervous, right? Making them a little queasy. This is, welcome to the crypto roller coaster ride. This is crypto, right? Love it and hate it sometimes, right? But I wanted to touch on a few things. And I found this great article by Hacker Noon, because I wanted to touch on a few things. And I think this article really kind of encompassed those topics that I wanted to touch on. So this article, how to profit from cryptocurrency. Okay, keyword profit from cryptocurrency. I know a lot of people's portfolios are in red. They're just red. They're negative right now. One thing that you don't hear often from people who have been in the space for a particular amount of time, or OGs, is a lot of OGs, including myself, we're still in the green. We're down 50+% from the all-time high, but we're still in the green. We still have profit across our portfolio, right? And, that's what you build up to, right? The people who are selling right now, especially new unseasoned retail investors, are going to be kicking themselves that they sold, because the whole game is holding, right? Holding, accumulating, dollar cost averaging. So at one point, your portfolio will stay in green if you hold on long enough, right? And so for a lot of OGs from, 2017, 18, 19, even part of 2020, portfolios are still probably in green right now, right? So please keep that in mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. I'm just going to touch on a few things. When I say profit from cryptocurrency, I don't mean you will become a millionaire overnight by investing $100 and going to sleep. That is not how investing works. So I think it's really important that all new retail investors get this. Investors and period, it doesn't happen overnight. And if it does, caution, right? That's not normal, right? OGs in this space who have been staying active and staying persistent in this space over the past 3 years, we are reaping the rewards of that, even in this 50+% hit that we've seen over the past few months, right? So Patience, right? Real investing is persistent, and it takes having knowledge about the projects you invest in. Okay? You need to know if a cryptocurrency is actually needed for the problem it is intending to solve. Okay? This touches on doing your own research. So, and I'll talk a little bit more about this. If you're just in these off the wall coins, these S coins, right? You're probably getting hit a lot harder right now. Chances are, right? But if you're focused on these blue chip projects, if you're focused on, making sure you have a well-balanced portfolio, 90% of your portfolios in these blue chip projects, you're probably sitting back right now and okay, right? So we'll get a little bit more into that in a second. Before we start, always remember, okay, lean in right here, lean into me. Make sure you're actively listening to me right here, okay? Only invest what you can afford to lose. Period. Okay? I just don't know how to say this more, right? A lot of people, they get into this market and they over leverage themselves into the market. They're putting their rent money in the market. They're, putting their, getting another mortgage and putting that into Bitcoin and this, that, and the other. Now, I think that would work out well in the long run. But the whole point is, if you have bills to pay and you're putting your bill money into crypto, you need to reevaluate what you're doing. Period. It really cannot get any more simpler than that. What's up, Isma? I see you're in the chat. Is my sound good? Audio good? Let me know. Invest according to your risk tolerance. Okay, this is huge. If you remember, back in my 5 reasons why I invest in Bitcoin, actually, yes, I think it was that video. I think it was either that or mistakes not to make in crypto. I said, know your risk tolerance. If you're queasy, if you have, hey, Isma, good evening. If you're queasy right now, if your anxiety is up over the past few days, over the past few months, then you need to do some, there's quizzes that you can take on this. You can look this up online. You can ask your financial advisor. You can, if you have a 401k at whatever company you work at, you can call the people who manage those accounts and ask them for a risk tolerance test. Know your risk tolerance. For example, Creole has a higher risk tolerance than I do. Okay, he goes ham. I'm a little bit more conservative with how I invest, right? So know your risk tolerance and know what you can afford to lose. Always do your own additional research, period. It's not debatable. It's not if and or but. You have to take responsibility for your actions in this market, period. I don't care what I'm telling you on this YouTube channel. I don't care what anybody else is telling you on YouTube or in articles, on Instagram, on Twitter. At the end of the day, it's your decision, and you have to take responsibility for the actions you take in this market, period. Okay? The best time to buy Bitcoin was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. This is what kind of speaks to dollar cost averaging, right? A lot of people, especially I remember kind of January, February, they're like, is this a good time to get in? Should I wait? Should I go ahead and, get a position in Bitcoin or other crypto? Just dollar cost average. Right? Don't overcomplicate things. Don't try to time the top or time the bottom, right? Dollar cost average, it has never failed me. And I can speak to that personally. Okay. When investing in cryptocurrency, you might want to start with blue chip cryptocurrencies. These are cryptocurrencies with a market cap of over 2 billion. So I know depending on the person, they may say 2 billion or maybe in the upper 500 million or upper hundreds of million market cap would be blue chip. But, basically blue chips are Bitcoin, DOT, ADA, right? Cardano, Polkadot. What else? Ethereum, right? Technically. Binance Smart Chain, right? BSC. So, yeah, get into blue chip projects. And this is kind of goes back to my portfolio conversation. And I've shared my portfolio. If you're in the Discord, DM me. I'll send it through again. But I do have a shot of my portfolio and what I hold in a pie chart in the Discord. And as you will see, 90% of my portfolio is in blue chip projects, period, point blank. The other 10% is the moon bags, is the S coins, right? The coins that could possibly go to zero, right? So that's why when the market goes down like this, I don't sweat, because at the end of the day, I know that I am good. I know that the majority of my portfolio are in solid long-term projects, and I have solid long-term positions in blue chip projects, right? A lot of y'all freaking out because y'all got some S coins, right? With no utility, right? So again, if this is kind of triggering you, go back and look at your portfolio. Get you a nice blockfolio. I personally use Coin Tracker. And you can see a full pie chart of what you have. And if your portfolio is looking a little, you may want to revisit and may want to shift some things around, right? Have confidence in the things that you're holding. Let's go to the chat real quick. Is my perfect, fantastic, not financial advice. Yeah. And don't listen to hype YouTubers who will tell you everything is going to the moon. LOL. Do your own research. Absolutely. I can't tell you. I mean, after years being in this space, just the hype, this coin is going to $10,000 and going to relax, right? You got to be able to shift through all the noise, pick out the good information, pick out the good YouTubers. Yeah, it's okay to listen to a hype boy or hype girl every now and then, if you need to get hype. But at the end of the day, have a level head when you're in this market. Not financial advice again. In terms of good undercover projects, follow the money. Check out Crunchbase and the early investors in Ethereum Foundation and see what they are investing in today. Very good point. Not financial advice. Part of doing your own research and doing a deep dive on the projects that you are getting in is, okay, let's see what investors have invested in that project early on, right? You can go through these investor websites and see, okay, they invested in Polkadot, years ago. They invested in XYZ, Pantera is another big company that I know that people look at to see what's in their portfolio, what they're investing in, right? So there's levels to this, right? Okay, when is the right time to buy? I like to follow 2 rules regarding this. Rule 1, get your foot in the door now. No one can tell for sure what the price of a cryptocurrency will be in the future. So if you feel confident about the cryptocurrency you have chosen, buy a small amount to get you started and set your foundations. As long as you have picked a good coin, it is better to get in now and hold for the long term. Okay? If you try to time the market, you risk the chances of buying the coin at a higher price. Don't try to time the market. Are you a trader? I know some people are out here who, they do a little bit of trading and they have an investment portfolio. If you're not trading, you don't need to be worried about timing the market. That's for traders. Let them play that game, right? And that, let me touch on that as well. If you're new in this space, and let's just say, I'll personally consider new, like new, maybe a year, right? To me, that feels very new. You shouldn't be trading, in my opinion, right? That's me. Do what you want to do. But this market is so crazy. And for me, I can consider experts in this space to have been here, 8 years, right? Some traders that I actually really listen to, minimum 4 years plus, right? But yeah, don't worry about trading. And I've Creole and we've had a number of conversations on kind of what moves we want to make during this time. And I'm like, you know what, let's just not overcomplicate it. Let's not try to time the market. I'm just going to dollar cost average into this dip. And that's what I did the past few days and have been doing over the past couple months. Right. So as I said here, buy a small amount to get you started and set your foundations. The first Satoshis that I bought, the first portion of Bitcoin that I bought was $100. I just threw $100 into Coinbase, right? And that got me engaged into the market. And then once I started getting more confident into the market and started doing more research and learning more, I just put it on auto buy, right? Even $25 a week or every other week will massively affect your portfolio in a good way. People sleep on throwing $10 in every other week or throwing $25 in every other week. It's not like you have to be big balling out here to get into this space and reap the benefits, right? So pick a number. If you got to cancel Uber Eats, as I've said many times on my Instagram, that's some money right there. Keep it easy on the Uber Eats for a little bit and start putting that money, dollar cost averaging that little bit of extra change into the market. It's really that simple. Going back to the chat, Clifton, Ivory, hi, what's up? Clifton, Creole in the house, what's up? Not financial advice. I'm 50% low risk. BTC, ETH, 25% medium risk. ADA, DOT, Cell, Link, 25% high risk. Akash, HNT, etc. But all projects with utility, no meme coins. Boom. I like it. Your percentages. That's fantastic. That's what everybody, don't just come, into the market. And I understand everybody kind of develops themselves in a particular way when they first start, right? But you're going to get to a point where you need to know this. I have this percentage of this. My portfolio is separated in this way between these coins. And also, great point here. Even in the 25% high risk, those coins still have utility. Bingo. Even the coins, the moonshot coins or the S coins that I have in the 10% of my portfolio, they still have utility. They still have working teams. They have projects. They have milestones. They have goals. They have high engagement, right? Creole YouTube channel, Traders Reality is the best Bitcoin trading channel. All right, check out that, y'all. DCA is the way to go. Absolutely. I've never regretted DCAing. Oh my gosh. Yes, DCA. So another thing here, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. As most of us know, this is a famous Warren Buffett quote here, which urges people to buy when other people are selling because the price will go down, and be cautious when everyone is buying, causing the price to rise, right? Simple. Kind of hard to do, right? Because of psychology. You see a market crashing and you want to run, but really that's game time. That's put the black paint on your face and it's ready to rumble, right? We're ready to get in these streets. So as they say in the crypto space, when there's blood in the streets, that's the time to buy, right? And that is what I am doing. I know that. Another good piece of advice is to be patient. If you buy a coin when the price is high and it starts to decline, just wait for the price to recover. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't overcomplicate this. And again, this is definitely more new retail investors who have panicked and really probably got into Dogecoin or something like that, right? But be patient. Look, just zoom out. Look at the entire the entire Bitcoin chart over its entire existence. That's all. Just be patient. Just wait. Even buying at the top of 2017 has you up. It has you in green right now. So if you bought at 60K, if you bought at 55K, just hold. Chill out. You shouldn't be putting next month's rent money in it anyway, right? Right? You don't want to buy cryptocurrency when the price is rising and then sell when it drops. That can be very stressful once the price starts to recover again and leave you like this. In this video, I know y'all can't hear the sound, but I'll leave a link to this article. This is pretty funny. But yeah, and I said this on my Instagram earlier today. I know there's going to be so many people kicking themselves that they sold. And here's my suggestion. If you have anybody who's contemplating selling their Bitcoin or crypto, especially blue chip projects, right? They're contemplating selling Cardano, ADA, or Bitcoin, even Ethereum, right? Just tell them, hey, log out of your app. Delete your app. That's what I would tell somebody close to me. I would be like, hey, you I was about to cuss. I'm trying not to cuss. You throw away $25 on BS every other week or every week, right? You throw away $25 on a burger that you got Ubered to your home. That $25, make a meal at home and just put that into the market. Auto buy that, set that auto buy in Coinbase, whatever app, log out of the app, delete the app, and just forget about it. Revisit it in 2 months, 2 years, whatever. Just forget about it. Let's go to the chat real quick. K1, KR1, Kryptonite 1 are a blockchain company listed on stock market. Yes. I've looked at that company before. Invested in them there, but also look at their investment portfolio. Yes, I have seen their portfolio. They've bought into a lot of big projects early, like Pantera. Check out their website. Thanks for sharing that information. You're bringing up great stuff. FYI, Ebro here. Oh, okay. What's up, Ebro? I didn't realize that. Good out here. Glad you've done the stream a little earlier today. LOL, only 12:51 a.m. So you're in a different part of the world, right? It's 6:30. Well, it's 6:54 where I'm at right now. Just no vlog. This is a mass adoption. It's not going to be bliss and butterflies all the way up. Y'all early investors need to chill and enjoy the ride for real. Exactly. I mean, it's true. This is crypto. Welcome to crypto. You're along for the roller coaster ride. This is what it is. Have fun with it. I know it sucks sometimes, but this is just, I mean, this is just a part of what crypto is. And you're so early right now. Everyone is so early right now. We're going to be looking back on this and being like, wow, I can't believe we were panicking at 30K. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, relax. Everything is going to be fine. You're so early. We're all so early. That is sickening. Okay. Let's move forward. Another great time to buy is when a coin is in accumulation. I think we've talked about that a couple times, right? Over the past couple weeks. This is when the coin has been slowly but very steadily rising over an extended period of time. You can even set up automatic buy orders on an exchange if you anticipate further price drops. You can also add the coin to a price tracking app like Blockfolio and set up price alerts. Okay, again, this is really easy stuff, right? This is really basic stuff. We've been talking over the past couple weeks, looking at the on-chain metrics and the on-chain data, that data is showing that we are in an accumulation phase right now, right? Capitulation and in an reaccumulation phase of this bull cycle. So again, great time to buy. If you feel comfortable with putting some more money in, if you're not putting, your health bill money into the market, reaccumulate. See this as a time to get some cheap, discounted crypto. You can even set up automatic buy orders on an exchange. I've said this many times. I love setting buy orders. I love setting limit orders. A matter of fact, I know I had some filled probably over the past couple of days that I've had across a number of different exchanges for some projects that I've been waiting to have a good discount. So the great thing about setting your limit orders, you can set it and forget it if you want to. If exchanges crash, you know that your order is likely to be filled, right? You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to go logging in and, you're sweating and stuff trying to get into your account. No, set a limit order, sit back, put your feet up, have a cocktail, you'll be fine. You can also add the coin to a price tracking app. I think Creole uses Blockfolio. I personally use the coin tracking app and I love it. And if you want to use the coin tracking app, join the Discord and I'll send you my referral link. Okay. Absolutely love it. It has tools in there for tax and all kinds of stuff. It's awesome. Buy low, sell high. Again, pretty simple concept here, right? Buy low, sell high. A lot of people right now have been buying high and selling low. It does not make sense, right? If you are not an early investor and missed out on the bottom prices, you can still buy during the occasional dips. However, just because you didn't buy a coin at its lowest price, that does not mean you are late. Come on. Let me read this again. If you are not an early investor and missed out on the bottom prices, you can still buy during the occasional dips. Doesn't this sound familiar? However, just because you didn't buy a coin at its lowest price, that does not mean you are late. Many projects take years to reach their full potential due to development and user adoption, which naturally takes time. Okay. Again, patience will help you more than hurt you as long as you have invested in a cryptocurrency, really a cryptocurrency that you believe in, right? Yeah, it's all about buying when it's red. Moving forward. Let's go back to rule 2. Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. This refers to waiting when everyone else is buying and buying when everyone else is selling. Again, very easy concept. Psychologically, emotionally can be sometimes hard to do. Creole and I, this is clockwork for us now, right? As you build confidence into the market, as you continue your research, buying in the red is nothing, right? It may be hard at first, but we love when things are in red. We love it. When investors are greedy in buying, this causes the price of the coin to keep rising, and you risk overpaying for the coin, especially if there's a later price correction. Again, this is why you dollar cost average, right? I've bought Bitcoin from $20,000 to $6,000 to $3,000, well, $4,000 to $60,000. I buy every single week. I buy Bitcoin. I don't care what the price of Bitcoin is, me personally. I'm always accumulating. I'm always dollar cost averaging. And I've been dollar cost averaging extra hard during this dip and during this this sell. Let's go to the chat real quick. Michael Swain, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Ada, Creole meme coins always bleed hardest during dips. Facts. Not financial advice. Are any of y'all worried about the apparent tether scam? Do y'all go into USDT or USDC? So is this the tether scam? Is this in regards to if they what are the words I'm trying to find? So there's been a bunch of tether stuff, like if they actually have, you know, I'm forgetting the verbiage right now, but if this is about the whole, if they have the collateral to back the tether or whatever, that I know I'm using the wrong words right now, that I think that's been debunked, but I'm not sure if another tether scam has arisen. So right now, I know Creole uses USDC pretty often. I am currently using DAI right now for majority of my transactions, but I'm not tied to anything. Let's move forward, and I'll come back to the chat here in a second. And if anyone can, Creole, if Tether doesn't drive Bitcoin, Bitcoin drives Tether. But basically what I was talking about with Tether, there was a whole bunch of stuff about Tether. I think it was beginning of this year, kind of the end of last year, and just really, and I think a lot of that was debunked, and they had the papers and all the documentation to prove that they were legit and all that kind of stuff. But I won't get into that because I can't remember the verbiage right now. Okay, HODLing, okay? This is a practice of holding on to a long-term investment without giving into the urge to sell, right? That's why I always preach long-term. Don't think like a trader unless you are trading, right? Think long-term, think 5+ years from now at minimum. Many cryptocurrency investors claim that they have made more money from holding onto an investment long-term instead of trading, whilst others claim to have made more profits trading. If you are new, I recommend holding instead of leaving trading to the professionals or the more experienced. Yeah, if you're new to this space, chill, just, take a step back. Breathe. I know all this trading stuff and indicators and charts and support levels and resistance and the triangles and all this kind of stuff is just so, it's just, wow. But relax, get familiar with this market, stay a student, know the basics, in my opinion, build your investment portfolio first, right? Set a goal for how much Bitcoin you want and meet it. Set a goal for how much ADA, whatever you want and meet those goals. Set that to the side, And then if you have some play money you just want to play with and trade with, then do that, right? But I don't try to trade this market. You know, maybe one day I'll take some pocket change and mess around with it, but right now I'm not trying to overcomplicate my strategy. Moving forward, taking profits. Okay? Emphasis, profits. Taking profits, not taking L's, right? A lot of people taking these L's right now, right? Again, because they're panicked, they don't really know, what to do or how to move right now with the current volatility of the market. But remember, take profits, don't take L's. Okay. Now the time when you want to take profits, that's maybe when you do a 10x or maybe when you do 100x, right? Another one that I personally like right here is when that particular crypto asset that you're in, when it reaches a particular new all-time high, you take a little bit more out, right? You start to dollar cost average out your profits and you put it into a stable coin, right? Or put it back into Bitcoin, right? Part of my strategy when I start to exit certain positions, I'll be putting some of that back into my blue chip projects like ADA and Bitcoin and DOT. And another part of that I will be putting into a stable coin, probably with Celsius with a 4%. I think it's at 4% right now, interest on that, right? So y'all, that's really all I was going to cover today. Like I said, I know people are still kind of a little frantic. Is it a bear market? My whole thing is, at the end of the day, you have to do what is right for you, and you have to take responsibility for your actions, period, point blank. It's not my fault if you lose your rent money. It's not any other YouTuber's fault. If you are struggling right now because you over leverage yourself into the market, you have to start taking responsibility, because once you take responsibility, you'll start to do that due diligence, that extra research. You'll start moving smarter in this market. Like I've said, I'm deploying more dry powder into the market. One, because I can, and I comfortably can, right? As I said at the start of this, my portfolio is still in green right now, right? Some new retail investors are probably still in red, but hey, that's just a rite of passage, right? When you hold in another, you'll get to the point that a lot of OGs are right now, right? We're still in green, even though we've seen a 50% dip, but you have to work to get there. You have to hold to get to that point to where you can still be in green during these events. What else was I gonna say? Also, another reason why I'm buying right now, and I've mentioned this on another live, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. What's up, everyone who's in the chat right now and watching? Glad to have y'all. Make sure y'all like the video, hit that thumbs up, and you subscribe. Another reason that I'm buying right now, as I mentioned in a previous live, is because I know what it feels like to know that I had the potential to buy more at a cheaper price and I didn't, right? So back in 2018, probably about the first quarter of 2019, I could have gone twice as hard in the market and accumulating those cheap prices, but I didn't. And kind of rightfully so. At that time, I still didn't have enough confidence. I still had a lot more to learn about the market. But the reason why I'm telling you that right now is because right now, I would regret more not going hard and the price and the market recovering and going to new all-time highs than I would going hard and the market declining, if it is, which I don't think it is, right? So hopefully that made sense, right? Basically what I'm saying is I'm at a comfortable spot where from previous experience, I know the feeling of knowing I could have gone harder. And I don't want to look back on this time and be like, why didn't I go harder during this time? Right? I'm okay if for some reason we go to the high teens or the mid 20s or whatever kind of crazy scenario would happen. I'm okay with that. I would be at peace with that. But I would not be at peace if I was over here chilling, not paying attention, not going hard, and we see a double top, right? So it's kind of like, which one do I want? So let's go back to the chat. The chat. Creole, I'll do an episode on Tether FUD. Dr. Crypto, DCA, HODL, ADA, BTC. Michael Swain, the exchange do you use for Celsius? I don't see it on Coinbase or Voyager. So I use the Celsius app right now to, it's a loan platform, right? And they have high percent interest when you deposit your crypto into the app. So it's a great way if you want to get a collateralized Celsius loan, get some extra dry powder. Great app to use. Creole and I love Celsius, and they also have high interest rate. And as far as like buying, if you want the Celsius token, there's a few apps. I think Trust Wallet you can exchange and get Celsius, and I'm sure it's on some other exchanges. Creole, I got myself from Switch.io exchange. Okay, great. Dr. Crypto, I'm all in. I'm all in too. One thing for me is just like, I set goals for myself, and I really encourage everyone to do this. What do you want to accomplish by investing into this market? Is that financial freedom? Is that buying a home? Is that going to Thailand because you've always wanted to take a trip to Thailand? Is that because you want to quit your job? Is that because you want to, have your own video studio? Whatever that is, figure out what that goal is, because I have a very big goal that I want to accomplish within this year, right? Within the next few months. So for me, a lot is, I guess, kind of writing on this. I just feel more energetic and passionate about this because I know the investments that I'm making right now will catapult me to the goal that I'm trying to reach, right? So that's why I'm going hard. Like, it is what it is at the end of the day. If we have to wait 2 weeks until we recover, 2 months or 2 years, I do not care, because I have a very vivid goal that I'm trying to reach. Creole, Bitcoin price doesn't matter. Buy Bitcoin until the day you die. Dr. Crypto, price is fake. Is about to sell my computer to buy more. Facts. I mean, it's crazy. I'll tell you a couple things. Digital Dave, crazy for cryptos. Crazy for cryptos. Digital Dave, he made this episode. I think this was like January or December, and he was like, not financial advice, but sell your car, sell your TV, put everything into the market. He was like, there's no reason you need 2 cars. He was just going in. He was just telling people to sell everything and put everything into the market. And if they did, they'd probably be significantly up right now if they took that non-financial advice. Also, the Modern Investor, he's talked about, you know, back in early 2017 bull run, he was just selling. He just started selling stuff. He was like, he hit a point where he was just looking around in his space, figuring out what he could sell to put into this market, right? So, and we have a lot of conversations like that in the Discord. We try to keep each other level because it can be hard out here. You know, the world is opening back up. I know it's tempting to go out and want to splurge and hit the restaurants and hit the bars and the cocktail bars and all that stuff. Yo, keep it chill. If you've noticed that you've been spending a lot less money over the past 12 months, you know, try to keep a little bit of that level-headedness as the world starts to open up. You know, try to stick to the necessities, try to stick to the things that you need, and put everything else in crypto as much as you can. At least is what I'm doing, not financial advice. Is my about to sell my, yeah, just no vlog LMAO, not financial advice, Wall Street. Hey, I'm the only one qualified to give financial advice, not financial advice. All right, y'all. So I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, I've only had an hour and a half of sleep. I feel like I got through this pretty well, actually. So maybe I don't need to sleep more often and do these lives, but I'm about to finish my drink. I had a little bit more of that rum with some coconut water and some pomegranate seeds, in here. So I'm about to finish this up. I'm about to eat and just chill and take myself to bed and get some rest. So join the Discord. If you haven't liked this video, please go and press that thumbs up. That would be awesome. If you have anybody who's in the space and they're struggling right now, they have anxiety, they don't know if they should buy, sell, hold, whatever, send them this video. Also, send them to the Discord. Send them to my Instagram. I take DMs on my Instagram in regards to crypto and investing. And if I have time, I'll answer that question you send when I get a chance. So subscribe to the channel, and y'all have a great day. I'm going to try to play a little bit of music here. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Discounts on discounts. All right, good night, everyone. Have a good one.